Hello and welcome to ONCA 101, Special Members Meetings for Ontario Nonprofits. My name is Benjamin Miller, and I'm a lawyer who serves nonprofits and charities, and I'm of counsel with B.I.G Charity Law Group. In this video, we'll discuss some of the rules under Ontario's Not-for-Profit Corporations Act for calling special members meetings. What makes these meetings so special? Well, they don't need to be called every year like an annual members meeting or a general members meeting. These meetings are called on an ad hoc basis. We'll discuss how these meetings are called and when the board is required to call them. General disclaimer: the following presentation is general legal information, not legal advice tailored to your specific situation. So if you're looking for advice for your specific situation, we suggest you contact a competent legal advisor. My contact information is at the end of this presentation, or you can visit charitylawgroup.ca. So how are special member meetings called? There are two general ways. Number one, the board can call a special members meeting at any time. Number two, the members representing at least 10% of the vote. So that's not 10% of the members, unless all members have one vote. It's members representing 10% of the vote demand it from the board. Your bylaws can specify a lower number than 10%, but they can't specify a higher number. So if members representing 10% of the vote get together and demand a meeting, then assuming it meets all the criteria we'll discuss, a special members meeting has to be called. So what are those criteria? Well, they need to do it in written form. It has to be either one document or many identical documents that's signed by all the members who are requesting the meeting. The document or documents have to specify the business of the proposed meeting, and the document or documents have to be sent to each director as well as the address of the nonprofit. So it's not enough just to send it to the general email of the nonprofit, you also have to send it to all the members of the board. So, once you've done all this, does the board have to call the members meeting? Not necessarily. If it's all valid, the board has 21 days to call the meeting, but under some circumstances, they may not have to call the meeting. So what are those circumstances? Number one, if there is a standard date already set by which a meeting has to take place. Number two, if they've already sent out a meeting notice, so there's an upcoming meeting just around the corner. Number three, the business of the meeting is something excluded by the ONCA. So for example, if members representing 10% of the vote get together and they call a meeting for the purposes of promoting their side gig, they want to sell everybody knives, if that's not related to the nonprofit, you're not allowed to do it. Or the board doesn't have to call a meeting. If they've tried to call a meeting 2 years past and then for whatever reason they didn't show up or something, then it's like the boy who cried wolf. The board doesn't have to listen to them this time. There are a few other scenarios where the board doesn't have to call the meeting, and they're all listed in the Ontario Not-for-Profit Corporations Act. However, barring these specific situations, if it's a valid demand and the board doesn't call the meeting in 21 days, then any member can go ahead and call that special members meeting. So those are some general points about the rules under Ontario's Not-for-Profit Corporations Act for calling special members meetings. If you have any questions, you can reach me at benjamin.miller@charitylawgroup.ca, or you can visit charitylawgroup.ca, and I'm sure someone would be happy to answer your question. Thanks so much for listening.